All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get started. Most of you know who we are, okay? I'm Skip, Rusty's brother, Rick, his other brother. I want to thank you all for coming today. I know some of you had a long trip to get here. Rusty had a lot of friends, and he really loved all his friends. We've got people, the McDonald's are here. I'd like to thank you guys for coming too. We've got the Be Positive shirt up, one of Rusty's favorite causes to help with childhood cancer. Okay, it's a great cause. I can't imagine anything more important. We had people coming from Canada and Seattle and California, but for something like this, that's a little bit far to go. Again, we're glad that everybody showed up. We've got drinks. Everybody seems to have something to drink. Once we complete here, we're going to go ahead and eat. Well, we've got some fried chicken, pork barbecue for everybody, and then we'll have a small ceremony out at the dock, and we'll scatter some ashes from us and flowers. We've really suffered a loss for us being gone. Rusty really loved this place. We spent almost 20 years here. We were here over 19 years, right here in this house. And he couldn't imagine living anywhere else. This was it for him, all right? And it's the way I feel too. This is it for me. This is the best place I can imagine living. I wouldn't want anything else. He was exactly the same. When he started hospice, we brought him home. So look out the window. He loved to fish. He loved to golf. And he loved his friends. So again, thank you all for coming. This is great.
So, Skip said something about the drinks. There's some German beers in there. There's some Belgian beers in there. There's some Czech beer in there. There's some good old American beer in there. There's some wine. There's some white wine in the cooler with some cups. Plenty of water. There's some like Topo Chico, the Mexican margarita, like 4.5% alcohol, nice little seltzer drinks in case you don't like wine or beer. But help yourself to those. I went fishing today. I had a good feeling about it. I second cast, I caught like a 3.5 pound sweet bass. I texted to Mike. I was like, "Is this 5 pounds?" And Mike said, "No, this is." He sent me a picture. 5.5 pounds. I said, okay, 3. But still, it was a nice catch, and it was apropos to be able to come here and do that. Like Skip said, Rusty loved this place. I love this place. I'm sure all you do too. All the spring brews. I think I've been to like 2 spring brews.
Piper.
And out here, it's been to like 10, 15. So, your presence here today is amazing. Like Skip said, you come from a long way. People flown and driven, and it's only a shame that our best friend Rusty is not here. Skip said he had many friends. He was a people person.
Yeah.
Look, and obviously you all are too. You're people. And let's remember that. That's as we, whether we're young or old, it's about people. It's not about your level of success or what stuff you got. It's about when you look someone in the eye and you can tell them the way you feel. Tell them how much you love them. Tell them what they mean to you, and Rusty always did that. Tweet hits the nail on the head when, and he realizes that Rusty will pull you aside and tell you how much he means to you. I'm sure he's done that with almost everybody here because he's a people person, and it's not insincere. It's the definition of as hard as this is, and you know, I don't really have a lot to say because I think that it kind of, you know, sums it up. Rusty wasn't. I apologize if I just said this, but you know, Rusty and I had a very close connection. Obviously, being a year apart, he was my best friend. But you could say that he was your best friend too, and you should.
Oh my God.
Because he probably told you that, and it was sincere, and that's the way he felt. He had lots of best friends. People that he traveled to go see, people that would come here to see him. You know, we'll have personal toasts with each other, but what I'd like to do is, if there's some of you, because I don't want to hear myself talk, I'd like to hear what some of your special memories were, something that Rusty shared with you, that you can share with us. And just in order to sort of not necessarily move this along, because it's not something that I'm looking to do. You know, this is a great time together. We need to get records. I think a few of us will probably start bringing the food out, but I think whoever would like to come up here or to stand up and tell share a special memory about our brother, our brother.
I just want to say, I thank Rusty for all the wonderful people I've come
Stand
to
up,
know.
Mike.
Come to know because of him. You know, I've met a lot of great people because of him.
Let me just say this.
Anybody
One
that's a
last
friend
thing.
of Rusty's is a friend of mine.
Yeah. Let me just say this. I don't know. I mean, there may be a few exceptions, but for the most part, I know you. I've met you because of Rusty.
Yeah.
Simple as that. He has a lot of
Brought us all
friends.
together.
He had hundreds of friends, but he also brought people together. You know, he brought people together.
You know what? I'll bet you.
Blair.
First time I met Rusty was up in Marlboro, Maryland. And Joyce and I had been together for about, 3 months maybe?
Yeah, not very long.
And that was Michael Hunt, all that, put together. And here I am in the middle of nowhere, I don't know anybody, and Rusty's there shooting pool, and he's like, hey! And it wasn't like, you know, you get someplace where somebody's just drunk as food, come here! No, it wasn't that. It was Rusty just, come on, you know?
Be part of us.
Yeah, you're part of the deal, come on in.
Sincere.
Yeah, it's absolutely sincere. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't just like you run into a drunk at a party, oh, everybody's not that friend. No, it wasn't that. It was, you know, come on in, have a good time, relax, don't be afraid.
Let's get to know it.
Yeah, just come on in. It was welcoming, warm, the whole thing. And like I said, being away from pretty much everything that I knew, guess what? You got this, I can, okay. Rusty's all right, I can count on Rusty. And not screw me over. You know, because you run into a lot of that too, but at the same time, no, it was, Rusty was genuine, sincere, like, you know, okay, you're here, you're one of us, you're not, you know, don't worry about it. It will help you in any but at the same time, you know, you don't have to worry. For what that, take that for what it is, you know. Rusty was just that guy.
Since you called me out.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Tweet Centric. And I've known Rusty for since 1978 when he came to Boston. And like many of you, I have a lot of stories to tell, but since this is recorded, but what I want to do is to tell you that I believe Rusty's true love and personality came from his son. I have an opportunity to talk to the Colonel and Mrs. Howe many times. And they show the same love. They show the same acceptance of everyone. When I sit and talk to them, it was one-on-one as well. And when I met Colonel Howe, it was 1978, that's just 3 years away from the end of the Vietnam War. That's why I came. And he had served in Vietnam. We shared some emotional stuff and told me a lot of stories. I don't even know his family, but when we talk, I see the same quality between you guys, all of us, the children, through his eyes. And that's the love that I also witnessed from Amber, right? And her family. When I came here, within 2 minutes, we were good friends, right? Robert, we were doing stuff together. And we need to mention that the people within at the end, he appreciates all of your donation, all your help. He's telling you all the time. He always wanted to say hello, but he didn't have the energy to do or thank you. So thank you so much for all your help to Gomi Fund. You can't imagine how much you appreciate that. And it took me a lot to push him to go to start that up because he didn't want to burden his friend. Imagine that, right? He didn't want to burden anybody. And I said, Rusty, you have a lot of friends. Everybody will help. So everybody came out here from everywhere to donate and contribute, and you all donate generously. So thank you so much. And need to mention that the care that was given to him at the end by Skip and Mike, wow, unbelievable. You know, my hat off to you guys. Unbelievable. And you always know when you are close to someone when they're happy, but especially when they let you in when they're not, when they're down, when they're low, when they let you in. And that, I think, for me, it humbles me when I'm with us.
He thought about everyone but himself.
Yes, he did. Always. All the time. Thank you for hosting and having this. Love you guys.
Now it's time to eat, drink, have fun, because that's what Rusty is about.
It's true, unless
No
anybody
damn
else would like
funeral,
to share a
he said.
special memory.
I got one more story about Rusty. He heard online that there was somebody in California who had a dog, and the dog was injured. Has anybody here ever been financially assisted by Rusty?
Yeah.
Lots of people have. There are people that aren't here that have been helped by Rusty also. But this girl in California with the dog could not afford to get the dog surgery, and Rusty didn't know this girl and sent her the money to get this dog's hip replaced and have it live a nice full life. And she was appreciative of that, and sent some things, some nice stuff to us, and that was the kind of guy Rusty was.
Always good.
He would help other people out just to do it. Because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to help people out. And this was years ago. This was not near the end when he had, other things to think about. This was a long time ago. He did that. So we are going to go ahead. Rusty would say that's it. He's tired of this.
Raise your hand.
We're going to go ahead and eat. If you
Raise
guys
your
can
hand.
think of any Okay, we got
Daniel?
Daniel.
We're all here kind of with Rusty, and we have really good memories with him, and we all loved him. He helped us a lot. He was really good.
Beautiful.
All right, so while you're eating and having something to drink,
We're all talking.
Chris,
But I'm Chris McDonough, and along with a couple others here, I met Rusty in high school. And I didn't know him. In high school. He was there, we had a class of 33 people, but I still didn't know him. I didn't get to know him until many years later, probably around when our son died, and we started the Deposit Foundation, of which Rusty couldn't have been a better supporter. And then through reunions that we had, I got to know him more and more, and kept asking myself, why did I not know this guy in high school? He was so compassionate, especially to us when we were grieving, and so supportive, as I'm hearing now of everybody he had seen. And I'm thankful that we're here today because I'm learning even more about him just from his story. So thank you for this and for allowing us to come and join you. And I thank you, Rusty. I'm just so glad that I got to know this guy from high school so much better over the past 40 years. So.
You know, if anybody else wants to say anything, I just wanted to make sure that you all knew this. I could say for sure that not all of us go to church, and not that, I mean, that's your own personal decision, but Rusty, a couple of weeks before Rusty passed, he did have a visit from the priest.
That was good.
And at that time, he accepted Jesus Christ as his personal Lord and Savior. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
It's comforting.
And I think you should all know that. And you know, he never did not believe in Jesus Christ, but he didn't really go to church, but he was the type of person that was well fit to go to church, and his mind was in the right place. Yeah, when he did, or nearly as he did accept Jesus Christ. So I think that's worth exclaiming from on high that he did that. So.
Very nice.
Did somebody else have anything they want to say? We still have to bring the food out, which is fine. But I just didn't want anybody who wanted to share something to not have an opportunity to speak. I think you should.
We love you, Rusty.
After
He was
we
very
eat,
kind.
after we're here, let's just eat, and then then we'll do it. Skip has a large bell on the side of the house. We'll ring that bell when it's time. You won't, you won't
miss it.
one tone, and we'll all go down there. Whoever wants to go down there, we'll just.
all right, if you've got any other stories that you want to talk to each other about while you're eating, drinking,
That's what we'll
you
do.
know, enjoy yourselves. There's a pool. Must wear clothes. This was Rusty's favorite place, all right? And he asked that his ashes be put in the pond. Okay? If anybody wants to join in, Rusty's oldest friend, Todd Price, who he was in 5th grade with in Fairfax, Virginia, sent these flowers. Todd and Mary Price. Mary is the one that, if you've seen the quilt up there that has the pictures, and it's all quilted together. She's the one that made that. She made that for Rusty about a year ago when he was sick. If anybody wants to grab a flower, you can just pick one off of there. His favorite drink, of course, was the Fireball. All right? We got plenty of them here. If anybody wants one, help yourself. I'm taking one. All right, bro. Rusty. Rusty.
Every minute of every day. Bye. Rest easy, old friend. You earned it. Get the dip one in there, Paul. Let your mouth skip.